Monday. How's everybody doing? By removing me, that's where he went fishing today. The Kobusco Reservoir. Just making sure that I actually turn monetization on for this live stream. Hey Josh, how you doing? And yes, Steve, we had a fantastic day. We could not ask for a better day, even with getting soaked the first time. But hey, at least Jamie caught 3 fish, skunked the heck out of me. And then, of course, after the storm, we had bites, but nothing strong enough to even hook it. They were literally just stealing the salmon eggs and running. Hey Stuart, how you doing? And you better be saving me a piece of that banana bread. I'll be there tomorrow. If I could get to Scotland that quick, dang, that'd be amazing. But we'd have to go out in the countryside. I'm doing good. Wanted to make sure that we get some fishing in, because before we know it, we'll have 4 feet of snow and 20 below zero. And I think we're going to have a pretty crazy winter, even though we've been getting a lot of rain. I think we're going to have a harsh winter. Hey, Jonathan, how are you doing? But yeah, I was disappointed. We walked back to the walleye pond, and the water was way low back there. Yeah, I know a jet would get me there, but I'd probably need about $3,000 to get there and back. Between passport and then round trip flight. Jamie caught a small bass and 2 sunfish today. I didn't catch anything. And then yesterday she caught a halfway nice perch, and then I caught a littler perch. But perch can literally be any size to keep them. They could be this big. I mean, if you want to take the time to gut it. And typically perch and sunfish, I'll skin them, because I don't like scaling fish. It just drives me batty. Now, if it's, like a huge bass or whatever, then I'll fillet it out. But I mean, if it's a skinny bass but still legal, then I'll just skin it instead of filleting it, because you lose like half the meat when the bass is small. So I'll just, if it's like 12 inches, which is legal, and not like super thick, then I'll just skin them. Filleting small fish is time consuming. But hopefully we're done with the storms now. I had to run outside earlier. Sounded like everything was blowing away. I had to go out and make sure that our chickens were in. Hey, Cool Gamer. Welcome in. How you doing? Hey, Bernie. So, but yeah, it was a great day. So hopefully, as far as weather goes, it'll stay nice, because I want to do my Saturday night stream from the reservoir.
Hey, Joshua.
What's up, Wayne?
Not too much.
So I'm hoping to be able to do that. I'll have to bring a lantern to draw the bugs to that so they stay away from us. But that way I can put the light behind us. Hey, Cat, you better get away from my cup of tea. No, it's good. I mean, I would have liked to catch something, but I'm happy so long as somebody catch even one fish. I'm good. I could sit there 24 hours and not care if I caught a fish. Granted, yes, catching fish is fun, but it's called fishing for a reason. I'll have Wayne make me up a shirt that says, "Welcome to my fishing live stream. Watch me get skunked." And it's funny because normally I'm normally the first one that catches fish. But I don't care. I'm going to string you from the ceiling. I'm going to put your harness up there and I'm going to hang you like a fish. Mount you to the roof. So what's up, Wayne? You're muted. Did you get all the sanding done to your stop sign, or you still got to do more?
Maybe a little more to the bottom part, but I get a certain sand to do the final touches to it. I get the portal cable sandpaper for it. That'll be end I need to do.
Hey, Mike, how you doing? Hope everything's well with you. I haven't seen you in a little bit.
Hey, Mike.
Actually, let me check, make sure I still have your channel. Yes, I do.
My brother-in-law bringing a lot of sandpaper over here today, and all I was doing is sanding around the corners of it. But I got to do the major stuff. It's sanded down, but I want to do more to it.
Yeah. Well, it's got to be smooth with the t-shirt being clamped to it, anyways.
No, it's the hinges that go into it. That won't touch the t-shirt. It just keeps the
all right.
thing moving around.
Yeah, I can relate to the being busy part. Between working nights during the week and then typically, working around here on the weekends and stuff. But I didn't care. We took time and went fishing because typically we don't. We're just here. My cousin's wedding is in next Tuesday, so a week from tomorrow. It's her wedding here. So we still got to get more canopies up. Got to get the bouquets made. And I don't remember finish decorating stuff. Get the arbor that they're gonna get married under decorated and set in place. So it's gonna be what, Wayne?
How about recording it?
Okay, so John doesn't want me to live stream it. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go in my StreamYard and I'm gonna record it behind the scenes. Because I want to record the ceremony, and that kind of, stuff, and some of the after, party and stuff. And that way I can send Crystal the link. Hey, Don. And she can send it to family and friends that weren't able to make it, and they can just click the link and go in and watch the live. Because I did a trial run where I just recorded myself for like 20 seconds
Mm.
and then stopped the recording and then sent the link to myself. So I was able to go and just click the link and go in and watch it. So that's what my plan is. Then I just got to find somebody to operate the phone, being Jamie and I are in the wedding.
Mm.
Because I won't be able to hit record, being we're going to be walking down, before Christmas.
Mm.
What's up, Pie Guy?
I'm Jack.
Hi, Jack. How you doing? Welcome in. Well, come on up. There's going to be lots of food. So you can run my phone. But yeah, originally we were going to do a photographer, but, just the way that it worked out, I'm not going to do it that way. So like I said, I'll just have to show somebody how to use a tripod and hit record so they can get everything until the ceremony part's over with. Because I wanted to live stream it, but John doesn't want it that way. So I respect it. The only problem is, like, if I just record it on my phone, it's going to be such a long recording that I'm not going to be able to send it to anybody. I would have to take my phone to Walmart and see if they could put it on a DVD. And not everybody has DVD players anymore. But I hope you're making something good, Don. I had 2 burritos and 2 disappointing jalapenos. I'm doing okay. Just relaxing now. Oh, I didn't tell you about my doctor's appointment today. Right? Wayne?
No, I got a DVD player. So do I. I got several of them. Even got Blu-ray players.
Oh, I go to my primary this morning. Oh, enjoy some of that for me, Don. So, we're going over my CT scan from the pneumonia and the x-rays and blood work.
Yeah.
Well, my white count was 19,000 when the ER did my blood work.
Hmm.
Hey, James, how you doing? So then we were talking and stuff like that because I haven't seen her in like a while. She's been on vacation and then she's been booked, and then I haven't been able to get in to see her. So I forgot about my ear. So I'd gone out in the hallway and yelled down to her because she was still standing at the nurse's station. I'm like, I forgot. Can you check my right ear? So she comes back in, and because I just had the tubes put in June. So she checks this ear and she's like, you have bloody drainage in there. Now, the blood's not coming out of my ear, so I'm assuming it's going down like this. So she checked this one, like, yeah, your tube looks good there. Then she went back to my right one and looked, and she's like, yeah, your eardrum is red and inflamed, and then you got like blood sitting in there.
Oh, wow.
So here we are on another round of antibiotics. So we're on round number 4. And then we're talking about the CT scan. So when they did that, they didn't see any nodules or anything in my lungs.
That's good.
But she wants to repeat the CT scan in 6 months.
Hmm.
So I'm not sure if she's thinking something bad, why she wants to do it again. But I did get my pneumonia vaccine, so hopefully. Hey Kimmy, how are you doing?
It was just a follow-up appointment to make sure it's all right. You know, maybe she's being kind of cautious about you.
Well, yeah, with vaping, smoking for over 20 some years. So, hello, mother.
Hey, Mother Hen.
But yeah, so she wants to repeat that in 6 months just to make sure that I don't have any nodules and stuff, after the pneumonia, because when you have fluid in your lungs,
Yeah.
it can cast shadows.
Hmm.
Ah, my troublemaker. Well, hello, gorgeous.
Hey, Top Shop, you doing?
I'm doing all right. Where you been hiding?
I was just looking at some videos, that's all.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking too. Better to be safe than sorry. So I'm like, yeah, we can redo it. Well, go get it.
Hey, Wayne,
Yeah.
remember that fan I had on my bought from it doesn't work anymore. I don't know why. Supposed to charge it before you use it. Yeah, I gotta pull it out. Doesn't
Well,
work anymore.
put a plug on it and charge it.
Huh? I do, I did. I charge it all day. Fucking won't work.
They broke it.
Oh, it ain't broken. I just have to learn how to use it.
Did you turn it off? Did you turn it off before you plugged it in? When you charge it, you gotta keep it off.
Okay, I didn't do that.
Go get his phone. He goes and gets his brother.
I charged it. I got it turned on now. It turned on itself. I always turns on. It never shuts off. It charges that way. It's got like a thing in it. Now I already charged it today already. I'll try it again.
Hmm.
See what happens to it. That's all. I never had so many commercials on my phone to see. Playing that pop.
Oh, and you were singing?
No, I was just talking about the phone to playing on it. I had a game on it.
Well, we had a visitor tonight that you didn't know aware of.
But
We had a Gary was over here tonight. You missed him.
oh, he was. Oh, great loss.
You ain't missed anything. And
Oh, yeah.
he was talking about same
Yeah.
old
Yeah.
brother.
That grandpa,
Same old stuff he talked about.
yeah, it's parking on it. And I said, oh, you're successful. You parked all the cars. I did everything, man. But that,
Yeah, it's the same old junk he always talks about.
you
It's not interesting to talk about it on here. I wouldn't want to speak about it on here anyway.
I don't know how to park the car.
It's not.
know, it's easy to park the cars. You just have to pay attention where the lines are. They had a big parking lot full of cars, and these little guys were walking over the parking lot. Right, I ran them over like 3-4 times. And finally, I got it how to do it, just to time it just right, and I ran them over. I ran them over with a big truck. Ran them right over.
Dave, you can ask Jamie. I cannot park straight in the parking lot. I'm either over this side, I'm over this side. Sometimes I just say to hell with it and take up like 3 spots because
The truck way you went over the guardrail in that game. Remember, Tosh? You told me. Went over the
Yeah.
guardrail walk.
Well, that parking, I parked all the cars straight and everything. I had a couple accidents before I did with that.
See
They
now,
stopped and they said, "You want to no thank you," and I go over and run it over again. I park them all straight.
in my trucking days, see, they make all these traffic circles. Oh, thanks. Now I can park a tractor trailer just fine. But you put me in a regular car,
Oh, what was worse?
no, forget it.
Yeah, that must be hard in them days. I wouldn't want to do that.
Hey, one day at a time. Do you mind if I ask you what your first name is? Yeah, I can park a tractor trailer, but anyways, they put these big Gene, thank you.
Yeah.
They put in these big traffic circles, right?
Yeah.
So I was with JB Hunt on the Walmart account. I was down in Kingston, New York. I had to go. Kingston, New York Walmart is the worst Walmart ever to deliver to because you have to drive under the store. But before you can even get there, under there, you have to slide your tandems.
Drive your truck underneath the store.
And then there's big columns under there. I mean, massive columns. And you have to be like a snake. And the one night I was stuck under there, I'm telling you, for like 2 hours, I could not get out.
How'd you get stuck under
Her
there?
name is Sasha.
Huh?
Her name's Jean.
Yeah, I seen it.
Right back.
So,
So,
go ahead.
well, the problem is they had carts parked under there.
Yeah.
So normally when you come in and you go around the first column, you got to drive towards that wall.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well, with 2 lanes of carts there, it cuts down your maneuverability around these columns.
Yeah.
And then you have to finagle out 3 of them to get back out from underneath the store.
Oh, wow.
And I was literally stuck under there for 2
How'd you get
hours.
out? So how'd you get out?
I finally maneuvered enough to get out,
Oh. Yeah.
but it took me like 2 hours because it is so tight under there.
Let me ask you something. What is the worstest place you went to when you drove? And I mean, they had no parking spots without. I mean, no, really went out there and you looked at the place. What the hell am I doing out there and stuff? They were getting one of them. Anyway, you go in. Anyway, probably all over. I can't. Probably all the same, huh, Todd?
You know what? There's a lot of truck drivers that hit low bridges because obviously they can't read.
Really?
Especially in New York.
Oh, yeah.
If you get to now.
What, you see a lot of accidents?
Oh,
You see a lot of accidents?
Oh, yeah.
A lot of trucks?
New York City, Chicago.
Yeah.
Trying to think what other cities.
Over travel, huh?
Those are like the 2 biggest ones that have like a lot of low bridges.
Oh, yeah.
So if I had to go to like Queens or the Bronx or Brooklyn,
Yeah.
I'd be on the phone to dispatch and I'd be like, are you sure these directions are good? Yeah, Philly's got some too. Yeah, I used to deliver. They got a big produce market in Philadelphia that I used to deliver to.
Oh, yeah.
But back to these traffic circles.
Yeah.
So I delivered to Walmart and Sam's Club.
Yeah.
And I'm on my way back to the thruway. Well, this car decides to cut me off.
Yeah. What happened?
So I ended up taking down 2 yield signs
Oh,
with the trailer. Luckily, they didn't fall, but they were like bent. Bear, get over here.
man.
They're like bent, like
Yeah.
this. And I got my window down. I'm like screaming at these people because when you go around these traffic circles,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
basically got to take up both lanes. So you got to keep your trailer like in the left lane and your truck in the right, and
Okay.
you're going around. Well,
Yeah.
cars like to try to squeeze between the tail of the trailer and whatever's on that left side.
Crazy. Drivers are crazy, man. When it's out near a truck and shit, man, that's crazy, bro. Yeah, man.
I didn't need to yield because there were no cars in the circle. This car was squeezing me.
You're lucky. You're
So I
lucky.
had to go left,
Yeah.
and I hit the two signs.
Yeah, but you're lucky you didn't get driving and get hurt, huh? Crazy drivers up there, man.
I've had some people do some pretty stupid stuff. Newburgh Walmart is another one.
Yeah.
You have to, because the corner's like a 90-degree,
Yeah.
like this, so you have to swing way wide.
Yeah.
And I just watched this lady and her little kids get in the car. She tries squeezing between the tail of my trailer and the corner. I had to stop, or I would have drug my trailer over top of her car.
She has kids in the car too.
I popped the truck brakes. I put it in neutral. I got out. I tapped on her window. I'm like, and I mean, she's like, what? I'm like, look, if you would like to die today, that's all fine and dandy. I said, I'll gladly drag my trailer right up over the top of your car. I said, I don't care. I said, but you give me your kids and I'll put them in my truck. And then you can just sit there and watch the trailer drive right over your car.
What she said?
I said, you basically just put your family's hands or lives in my hands for doing this. I said, because if I was not paying attention, my trailer would be on you right now. I said, so you're lucky I pay attention to what I'm doing, unlike you.
Wow. Lucky you pulled over and stopped and talked to her. What you would do?
I stopped right there in the lane because we were going to the traffic light. There's cars blowing their freaking horn every which direction because they want to get out of the store. But I couldn't move until she backed up.
Yeah. Man, people want to get them fixed. A lot of people in cars got killed on the highway because they're stupid.
Yeah, 95 definitely can get crazy. But like me, it didn't matter what trucking company I drove for. It didn't matter whether it was summer, winter, fall, spring, whatever time it was. I looked at every single vehicle on the road, including other trucks like my family was in. So if I didn't feel safe driving, I stopped. Because no load that's in that trailer, and I don't care. I've hauled $1 million loads. I don't care. I am not going to cause an accident and take a chance on hurting somebody because you know why?
What?
It's our fault. Because we're paid professionals. Good night, Stuart.
So you stop just to help them people just to get out of there and not get hurt. You want to get yourself in trouble either.
But yeah, I would call the company. I mean, I've hauled loads of Philip Morris, like cigarettes, and I'm talking like $500,000 loads of cigarettes.
Yeah.
I've hauled luggage out of Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
Like I'm on the backside. No. If nobody, I have not seen you before, so I only let very select few on my panel.
Right? You don't know you can't let her who you are.
Never heard of anything like that.
In there.
No. He says, okay.
But yeah, so sometimes the companies would threaten to fire me.
Really?
I'm like, hey, if you wanna fire me and leave this $1 million load sitting here in this truck stop or this parking area or rest area, I said, have at it. I'll grab out my stuff. I'll call a taxi. You can figure it out.
But they say, they
They didn't fire me. Now I was fired once.
what's your why? What did you get fired for?
One company. Now this is the funny part.
Hey, Tasha,
Night Transportation fired me. What?
you see Bernie saying? What he's saying? Bernie, he's saying,
You're a moderator. You have a wrench.
that's right, so take care of Bernie.
So they fired me for having an illegal passenger.
Oh, really? Well, who'd you have?
It's a long story, but it was a guy that shouldn't have been on my truck because we had started out running teams. They let us go. We made it all the way to Texas, and he failed his drug test.
Oh.
And he's also the one that did all that bad stuff to me. So I couldn't get him off the truck. So I drove around for months with him on the truck.
Really?
And then I finally got up here after being stuck in LA for 7 weeks.
Yeah.
And called the state police and had them escort him out of my truck.
That's good.
They asked me if I wanted to have him arrested. I'm like, nope, just tell him to leave the keys in the truck. Make sure he leaves the keys in the truck, take whatever he wants out of the truck, and get out. I didn't want to go through all that. It was my son's birthday. So they fired me, okay? But I had a load going to Vermont.
Yeah.
That I had to take. Now I'm fired, right?
Yeah.
So I have to take and deliver the load to Vermont.
Did you?
Pick up another load in Vermont. My car was at the terminal in Florida.
Oh. Where was you?
So I delivered that load, picked up another load, going to Miami.
Yeah.
So I had to go to the terminal. I'm like, do you guys realize that the only reason I said I'm even here right now, I said is because my car is here? I said, you literally told me I'm fired, but yet I'm still in your truck. Well, we had to get the truck back down here. And then they begged me to stay.
You should have said more money. I'll talk that.
They begged me to stay. They're like, look, we'll, not fire you, and you can, stay on or whatever. I'm like, seriously? I said, you already fired me. I said, but yet you're going to beg me to stay? I said, you don't pay me enough. I said, 36 cents a mile. I said, you leave me in California for 7 weeks. And I said, I have to threaten you that I'm going to rip the transponder and the computer out of the truck and leave it at the bottom of the Grand Canyon. That's where your truck and trailer is going to be, to get you to get me out of California. I said, no, I'm not staying. You can fire me. You can put whatever the heck you want on my record. I really don't care. I said, big deal. Guess what? So they already fired me. So I brought my cousin with me.
Yeah.
Right? I was already terminated for illegal passenger. So I brought my cousin, Crystal, with me. Because at the time, her mom was moving from Holiday, Florida to, I forget what other town she moved to. So we had gone and got my car, cleaned out the truck, put everything in the car, and I went to her mom's. So we stayed down there for like a week. And then they like demanded that I had to come back to the terminal. I'm like, I'm on the other freaking side of the state. You know, it's like 2.5 hour drive back to the terminal.
You didn't go back there, did you?
And so I go back, and it was just for them to beg me again to stay on with it.
That was stupid.
You had me waste all this gas for something you could have begged for over the
Oh,
telephone.
told her, kiss my, you know what?
I'm like, seriously.
I told him, no way, man. Make me come back from all that way from that.
Yeah, it was beyond ridiculous.
It was.
It wasn't my kid. But truck driving is just I love it. It's like I would be doing it right now if I could.
I know you still be doing it if you're gonna break your back. You were still doing it right now, huh?
Yeah, and I'm probably like this far from talking to my job right now about me going back to driving because they will train me.
You jump back or you gonna go back there?
Well, they pay their they start their drivers out at $110,000 a year. Walmart is one of the best companies to drive for.
You probably have to get cleared by your doctor. Say you go back to drive. You got the bottom, you go driving. You driving, you got the bottom. Too hard for you to do that.
Well, with them, it'd be easier than most companies because, you know, I would deliver anywhere from 1 to 3 places in a day. So,
Are you thinking about it?
yeah. I would have to find out the particulars because I wouldn't want to be gone all week.
Oh, no. Crazy.
So, I mean, I'm thinking about it mainly just for the money because if you figure at like the cheapest, you know, your gross is like 9,000 a month roughly before tax. I mean that's a lot of money.
It is.
Where's the bear? Alright. But yeah, I think about it because of the money.
Yeah. There's more money now than it was back then.
Most of Walmart. Well, back when I worked with JB Hunt, hauling Walmart out of the Johnstown DC, which they do refrigerated, meat and produce, frozen dairy, and then your dry goods like canned goods, dog food, cat litter,
Yeah.
cat food. I was bringing home $1,300 a week. That's
good.
after taxes. That's after child support. That was after health insurance, vision, and dental on my husband and my kids at the time.
Yeah, now you want to buy yourself. You can do it, make more money.
Are you sure you can do that with
I
your
was
neck?
by myself. I was by myself then.
You sure you can do it now?
It was like I want a new one. I don't know. I would probably have to have my surgeon do a bunch of x-rays and CT scans with dyes and all this other stuff to make sure that my spine is fused the way that it's
I
supposed
don't
to
think
be.
it'd be any good to drive around now. Yeah,
I can drive the car.
I'm
We
not saying that,
We
but
drove to Iowa straight through.
bouncing around, you hit, go down these bumpy roads. I don't think it's good. That
It's always going to be in the back of my head regardless, whether I can't do it.
you're gonna have it in the backyard. You've been doing it for a while. But I got baseball in the back of my head all the time. I want to play, but I can't. That's the road now. But back then I played good, but I didn't want to go back to play first baseman, but I can't do that. I want to hit the ball and I can't do it.
I know it's just hard because it's the one thing. I mean, I've ran my own businesses. I've had gas station jobs.
Got a lot of jobs.
But I always love truck driving because I'm the type of person that likes that lifestyle.
Yeah. It's a lifestyle. I know you did it for a long time.
You gotta realize these past 9 years, not being in the truck, have been the hardest
So see, the thing
9 years.
is, if you hurt your back, you broke your back, you were going to run in there driving. You've been driving around, still drive. But hey, things happen that way. So can't do nothing about it.
I know that's what my surgeon was worried about to begin with because the amount of bouncing you do in the truck is 10 times higher than like if you were a runner and running down like marathons.
That truck and bounce around, you don't walk anymore.
Well, that's the only part I worry about, is getting paralyzed.
Yeah, so be careful.
Because it'd be from the waist down.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. They tackle. You don't want to be like that.
I couldn't live paralyzed. This job that I do doesn't bother my back.
That's good. We'll keep with that job.
And I mean, I like it. I'm still I'm not a huge people person. I do like everybody that I work with.
Yeah.
I love my boss and stuff like that. But I'm not a people person. I'm not used to having to punch a clock. I'm used to, okay, I pick up a load on Monday and I got to be in California by Friday. That's what I'm used to.
Yeah.
Anybody in between from point A to point B.
Yeah.
They give me my load information. I pick the load up. They give me my delivery time, and I just have to make sure I'm there by that time. So that's why I like it. Well, I should say love it, because I didn't have to. The last company I worked for, everything was done by phone.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
They would text me the load information, my pickup number, stuff like that. I'd go, if I was delivering the bill waiting with the trailer. Huh?
That must have been easy doing on the phone.
Well, yeah, because a lot of times they piss me off. They'd send me down to Philadelphia to the produce market. Now, that place was a nice place to go to. You could go in, you could get coffee, you get food, you could actually get the produce.
What you pick up for food for yourself too?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd go in, I'd get some oranges and apples and bananas. I mean, they'd sell it to the drivers at a reasonable place. I'd go in and I'd get a bunch of, 2 cups of coffee. But when I was done delivering, I had to go back out to the back parking lot and sit there because they had no idea where I was going from there.
Uh-huh.
So they'd peeve me off and I'd be like, you know what? I'm shutting my phone off for the next 3 hours. My phone is going to be turned off.
What they said?
I said, so when I wake up and I turn my phone back on, I said, there better be where I'm going. I said, because if not, I'm going to drive to the truck stop, go get some dinner. My phone's going back off, and I'll turn it back on after my 10-hour break. And they would do it to me all the time. All the time. Leave me sitting in Baltimore. Leave me sitting in Philadelphia on the side of the road. Well, this is when I was with Werner. Werner was worse. They'd leave me sitting on the side of the road in the middle of nowhere.
How many companies you get?
So I was at actually Kimberly Clark in Philadelphia. Now I was waiting for a home load, right? Well, one load going to Rome, New York was ready. And they told me that. They gave me the number. So I called my dispatcher and I'm like, look, this load is ready to go to Rome. And it delivers, tomorrow. Nope, you can't take that one. You have to wait for this one. Good night, Jean.
Hi.
So I'm like, are you serious right now? Oh, yeah, you gotta wait. Now, mind you, it's summertime in Philadelphia. I'm parked on the side of the street. Me and the little baby. And I'm telling you, it had to have been like 100 degrees.
Oh.
Even with my truck running full bore, AC cranking, I was dying.
You had no AC in your truck?
No, I had AC, but it was so hot with the sun beating on the truck because I was parked on the street. So you're getting all the heat coming off the road from the blacktop.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't know they had a gravel lot that I could have gone in the back and parked.
Yeah, so you didn't know that?
No, because I had only picked up from the side lot, which wasn't big enough. Like if you parked in there, people would have a hard time getting around you to pick up their trailers.
Yeah.
But when my load was actually ready, I had to come and drive around the block. Hey, Slim Twiggy, how you doing? And they sent me into the back lot, which was the first time I ever gone back there.
Yeah.
So when I came out, I'm like, I said, can you like park back there? Like if you're waiting for a load or whatever? And the guard's like, yeah, you could have parked back here. I'm like, I've been sitting on the side of the road since yesterday. Luckily, the cops or anything didn't bother me.
Yeah. Did you go park in there?
Well, next time that they sent me there and I had to wait for a load, I told the front where you normally get your paperwork and your trailer number. I'm like, I'm gonna go park in the back, and I gave them my phone number. Just tell me where you want me to drop the trailer out there. And I said I'll drop it and then I'll come back out front and get the paperwork for the load.
Was
And
it
then I
much
can go
out
back
there?
and pick it up.
Yeah,
So
right.
yeah, next time they sent me there, I went. That's what I did. I went out, dropped the trailer where they wanted me to drop it,
Yeah,
and I
was
sat there.
it cool out that back where they at with your parking?
Well, yeah, because it was a dirt lot, gravel lot, so you weren't getting all that heat coming off the blacktop.
It must
And I
have
mean,
been.
Philadelphia gets hot.
Yeah.
Just like Indio, California. I was there. It was 114 degrees. You could not even stay in your truck because even with it running 24/7, it was still so hot in that truck you couldn't sleep. And the TA there had like this huge driver lounge with like projector screen TV
Yeah.
and these chairs that like recline. They're almost like a recliner.
Yeah.
So I sat in there and watched TV until dark.
Was it cool in the place too?
Well, yeah, the truck stop had AC. Could go in and take a shower, go in the restaurant, have dinner.
Oh, that's cool.
But you couldn't stay out in that truck during the daytime. I just left it running and locked the doors.
Kept the AC going off.
Yeah, it'd be like probably like 9 o'clock before I'd even go back out to the truck.
Was it cool in the truck afterwards? You cool off? You see?
It was cool enough that I could go to sleep, but you were still sweating.
Oh,
But yeah, it was like the states, some of them are just hot. Now, like Arizona's hot, but that's a different kind of heat. I'd love to go. I love going to Arizona and New Mexico.
Yeah.
In the summertime, I'd grab my blanket. I'd put it up on the hood of my truck.
Yeah.
I'd climb up on the hood of my truck, and I'd have my sports bra and my shorts on, and I'd lay there and get a suntan for a couple hours. And then I'd put everything back in the truck, go in a truck stop, take a shower, get my dinner. Then I'd go for my walk. I'd walk 2 miles every day because I refuse to be one of these people that gained like 500 pounds driving truck because all you do is eat, sleep, and drive.
Yeah.
So I would walk 2 miles. I'd go get my dinner. I'd go for my walk. Come back. Go take my shower.
Yeah.
Then come back to the truck and I'd go to bed.
Oh,
Because so many of my friends, even now, that I see on occasion,
yeah.
they've gained like twice as much weight as when I first met them.
Oh, wow.
Especially, and even a couple women. Like the one woman, I swear, is twice as big, like 2 times the size she was when I met her.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. Truck drivers, you eat and sleep and drive, so you're constantly sitting.
So this guy was a truck driver, right?
And laying down.
And this guy's a truck driver, right? I met, and he's all big and muscle, right? He said, I drive a lot, but I stop at the gym and work out for a while. I left the truck that day. I shut it off. I go in the gym and work out. I don't care what the dispatcher says. I delivered all my loads for the day, and I'm going to the gym and work out for a while. I ain't gonna get fat like anybody else. Keep
Well,
on
see,
sweet.
you always had time on your loads. Like when I used to run Walmart DC to DC,
Yeah,
I'd pick up in New Jersey, in Jersey City, and I'd have to be in, say, Kansas
yeah,
in 4 days or 5 days. Normally, they gave me like 5 days if I was running from East Coast to halfway across the country.
Yeah.
I'd be there typically a day or two early. And see, on that account, you could be to your delivery because you're going from Walmart DC to DC. So long as you're there before the date that it's due, you can deliver anytime. So if I could drive from Jersey City to Kansas in 2 days,
yeah.
and my load wasn't due for 3 more days, I could still deliver my load. And then I'd pick up another load right there and haul it back to the East Coast. And the same thing. I'd have like 5 days. So I was constantly like back and forth and back and forth.
How many loads you get delivered in one day? How many?
The most I did when I was working out of a Walmart DC, when Lewiston, Maine's roof collapsed.
Yeah,
The DC up there. This was 2009.
yeah.
We'd have as much as 6, 7 stops on one trailer.
Oh. So you put everything in one trailer and deliver it
So
all around?
we'd go to like 6 or 7 stores in one day.
Oh, wow.
You know, that's, I mean, we'd still have the same trailer.
Yeah,
You just back into the dock, go in the store, and stuff like that. And then a lot of times they would run you empty back to RDC, or sometimes they'd send you to another warehouse to pick up load of like canned goods or frozen baked goods or whatever.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if you have to basically like yourself, because you're with yourself like 24/7,
You slapping
and
yourself.
you have to like that, you know.
Yeah, slapping yourself.
Oh, trust me, there's days that I could not back up into a dock to save my life. I literally wanted to just punch myself right in the head. Now, there were other times that I had to blindside around the building, back inside the building. So one thing, cheers, Rich, that I would do is I'd go to dollar store and I'd buy like 20 flashlights.
Yeah,
Because I would have to back in these huge dark warehouses, and you couldn't see because it's daylight outside, so you couldn't see the lines inside where you had to back up to the dock pads. So I'd go in and I'd lay a flashlight on each line.
yeah.
So if I ran them over, I'm only out of $2. I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes I'd run them over, especially.
So you had the flashlight to tell you where you're backing up, or you put them down and tell you where you're backing up, right? That's what you do? Or you put them on the truck?
Yeah. Yeah, because if you lay the flashlights on the lines,
Yeah.
the light of the flashlight, because the lines are normally yellow or white,
Yeah.
so it lights them up. So then you can see where your trailer tires have to be square into the dock.
So you put them on your truck so you can see, huh? Right?
Yeah.
That's cool. That's right.
Well, yeah. I mean, it wasn't bad if it was dark outside and you were backing in a dark warehouse.
Yeah.
But when the sun's like right in your face and it's
Oh,
glary,
I see what
it's hard to see off your mirrors. So that's why I would use the flashlight, especially when there's other trucks that you're backing in between.
Yeah.
So
that must been, it's not, it must have been a rough race up. Back in the trailers and doing all that stuff. How many times, how long a days do you have when you go out there?
well, in a day,
Yeah.
your day is a 14-hour clock.
Oh, okay.
So in that 14-hour clock, you can drive 11 hours of it.
Oh,
So you could still work the whole 14 hours, but you couldn't drive the whole 14 hours.
you work before you got to rest between it, right?
So after your 14 hours, you have to take a 10-hour break.
Okay.
But typically with delivering and stuff, you're never driving 11 hours. You might work the full 14.
Yeah, but you're not driving.
For the most part, you're not driving the whole 11 hours. Like even when I drove cross country, I would only drive 10 and a half hours a day.
Oh, yeah.
But what's nice is when you had like a long run, you know, from say, like I said, New Jersey to like Kansas or Oklahoma or Texas, I'd switch my clock around so I was running nights and sleeping during the day because you can make better time when you
Yeah,
run through whatever at night.
You're good thinking, Kev. That was good what you just said.
Yeah, I'd stop. Like I'd, you know, pick up the load, get to where I decided I was gonna stop.
Yeah.
And instead of taking a 10-hour break, I would take like a 16-hour break to switch my clock so I was driving at night. Because the problem with driving during the day is if you're not parked by like between 4 p.m. and 6 p.m., you ain't getting a spot in that truck stop.
Oh,
All the
yeah.
trucks.
So you know you know what you were doing them days, and you know what you're doing.
So I switched it to nights, and I never had to worry about parking. I
So you
normally, you know, between 5 and 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Never have a problem because all the other drivers are getting up, getting their coffee, and they're leaving. So I never had to worry about a place to park.
You're smart.
And I mean, I went to the same DCs all the time, so I never even had to look at a map as far as, you know, where I was going.
Because you know what you knew, because you worked out so many times, you memorized that.
Yeah. Yeah, because I always went to this, most time I went to Kansas, Oklahoma, Missouri, Arkansas. Sometimes I would go all over Texas because I have a bunch of different Walmart DCs.
Yeah.
And the home Walmart DC in Bentonville, Arkansas, yeah, I got lost in there. That DC is so big. I was like driving around in circles and it's all one way.
Like
Trying to find the spot where they wanted me to drop the trailer.
Yeah.
So then I finally found that spot. Then I'm looking at the paperwork to see where the heck the loaded trailer was.
Yeah.
And then I couldn't find it. So I'm driving around for like 5 minutes. And I'm like, I finally caught up to a yard jockey. I'm like, where is this trailer? He's like, oh, I haven't pulled it from the door yet. He goes, follow me over here where it's supposed to be pulled out. He goes, and I'll pull it out and I'll drop it right in the parking lot for you. So yeah, I'm driving around like a freaking idiot around this thing. And The trailer's
You
still in the boat,
that's an idiot.
still in the dock. He's like, we've been so busy, I just haven't, gotten to all of them.
Moron. Well, I call him a moron.
And I hear I'm wrong. No, they don't do it. Like,
I don't know why, but that name sounds familiar. Frankie Beastmaster or Beastmaker. The channel that James is talking about.
He is a kid. He's 13
Frank?
years old.
yeah,
Yeah.
so he said he blocked him. But he looks off, he's 13 years
The
old.
Beastmaster is 13 years old.
What you
He has
doing?
attention span as a 2-year-old.
So why is he doing go on people's channels for?
I don't know. His attention span is like a 2-year-old.
Yeah, Tosh, you ever watch the X Games?
Do I ever watch what?
The X Games, like the what do you call it, the skateboard.
Yeah.
And
He says, actually,
Oh, yeah, I've watched him before. I
Yeah.
haven't.
hey, they had him on the other day, and you see these girls, these 11-year-old girls.
Hey. I hate to tell you this, but I have to tell you this.
What?
Your webcam audio is horrible. It is. It's horrible. I hate to tell you that. I have to tell you that.
It's cheap, that's why I didn't pay much for it.
Now, what were you saying about the 11-year-old kid?
Yeah, a 11-year-old kid won the gold. She's a very good skater. I was cheering for her. And I picked a guy who was on there, was picking out this other girl. I picked up Chloe, right? She was a 10-year-old girl, 11, and he picked the other girl, and Chloe won the medal, gold medal, and the other guy said something. I don't want to hear it. He said, I know what's wrong. He said,
James, let me tell you something. For the safety of your channel and channels that are subscribed to you, no kids.
Mhm.
I don't have no kids on the line.
I used to have them. Well, come on in, Ernie. Come on in, brother. I've had issues with a couple young kids, and I said, I'm sorry, but my channel is 18 and over.
Yeah.
It is adult conversation.
Mhm.
If your parents allow you to have a YouTube channel, that's on your parents, but you will be blocked from my stream.
Mhm.
Now, if I'm in somebody else's live, say they're 18 or whatever, and whatever they do on their channel, that's up to them. But my channel is adults only. If you're under 18, I will remove you.
I had no kids on my channel.
That's why he's
How
not
are
on my
you and
channel.
Miss Chrissy doing, Ernie?
That's why he's
Yeah.
not on my channel anymore. I banned him. He got mad. I banned him. He said, "Can I come back if I'm 18?" I said, "Maybe if you're 18 someday."
No, I mean, if you do content that's fine for that, like if you're a gamer or you do magic, that's what your channel's about, or movie reviews or something like that, then if you want somebody, we know Carpin, you know.
I'm a kid at that, he said.
So
Was it
if I
YouTube
find out that they're not of age, they're gone.
YouTube tackle?
There's Carpin.
Yeah, he said, I'm a kid at that, he said.
Yeah, it's I'm doing good. Did fishing this morning, got rained out.
Got soaked. She went outside and got soaked again tonight.
Lightning,
wife.
thunder.
Outdoors getting- That's what
Then
you
we
get.
then we went and did laundry, and we were having our lunch, sitting there waiting for the clothes to get dry. Then the sky went back to blue and the sun came out.
And we went out and got wet. What's up, right?
So then we went back fishing,
Got soaked.
and CFM was live. So we went up on his panel, and then the sky started getting dark again. But we were up there a couple hours. Yeah, I got a big heart, but you know my heart don't always want to cooperate. Well, of course, neither do my lungs, considering I stopped breathing in my sleep. But that's why I got the CPAP machine. Which, oh my God, with this ear right now, using the CPAP machine and it forces the air, for whatever reason, that makes my ear and my right jaw hurt so bad. It wakes me up, and I have to sleep with it on.
That sucks.
Well, yeah, because it's the only thing that keeps me breathing.
The doctor said, he goes, but my heart is also, also a helm of an old man.
Howdy, Scott.
Rich. Howdy.
Yeah, I know, that's what it's about. I don't care about Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. And rain Friday?
No.
Ooh, gonna be 90 degrees on Friday.
No kidding.
Talk about going fishing.
They're going to be, hey, going to be 90. Over here, 94, 93. So,
Yes, that is your buddy, Scott, driving me nuts. Come get her.
Hi, buddy.
I'll bring her to Ogdensburg and I'll drop her off. How about that? Well, no, she's got to go to work.
I know. I'm going on vacation now.
You ain't got a passport. You're gonna have to hide you in the box.
You can smuggle me over the border. It's fine.
No, he better bring a freaking box.
Fly down with a helicopter. Hey, with one of them ladders on it, with one of them spring ladders and let her off. It'll fly away.
Look at her face. She's like, I'm gonna mess you up. Keep talking to me like that. Tiger. Come here, Peacock.
It's fine. She'll be back over here anyway.
Come in.
Because I have the biscuit blanket.
Come on, Peacock.
Stop for the cat.
You get some sleep, Ernie. And don't be dropping your phone. Mine's cracking up for all of us. Huh?
I thought you cat's my concert. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a fat one.
Yeah.
20-some pounds.
I found an exercise. Talks, I found an exercise to do on a chair. I was laughing at today. Wayne started laughing. That's what you got to do on the chair. That'll get you in shape. I'll drop your stomach and everything. People think of things on there made me laugh.
I'm surprised you know there's sleepy night already. Youngins, they can't hang. You ain't given them to me yet, now have you? Yes, mommy. I sure know how ain't calling you daddy.
Ooh, baby. Oh, you gained some.
I gained a lot of extra ones in there. What do you mean, listen, you old fart? I need to mute myself. I needed to do this.
Hmm? Yuck.
Yes, you kick up. I always hear you, Rich. What in the actual hell are you doing over there?
Getting tomatoes.
And dancing around like a jackass. Just shirts, Scott. I don't know, James.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, it definitely depends on where. I know some of them, like my sticker meal one's gone to the garbage already.
I might live stream tonight. We're going to Travis Trip. I use it. I'm saying, there, Doris Bentley, right? I didn't sing that on Travis Trip. I use it different. But I sing Chicago. I didn't sing what the fuck. Oh no, that was dead too. I wasn't tried out. Like the other fellow too. I think that I'll keep it.
Very well said, Rich. You know we're gonna start saving up money to buy another half a cow.
You doing a half a cow or a pig? Well, she said that she was gonna take one of the pigs.
We have a whole pig in the freezer that we can't even eat because, oh no, you can't touch it until all the other store-bought pork is
Well, then
gone.
I guess we're gonna have to buy another freezer.
You should have kept one.
We'll get
You-
another.
Oh,
Dave, we have 4 freezers.
yeah.
Our beef freezer is empty of beef and full of a 200 and some pound pig that the mother won't let us touch until all the store-bought pork is gone.
She's eating it anyway. She eating it anyway. I tell you, you got your own. Eat it if you want. Up to you what you want.
No, because if we touch that pork before the store-bought pork is gone, Mom will put a lock on the freezer. And then we'll be SOL and I'll have to go buy bolt cutters and cut it off.
Well, finish the pork in the regular pork. So, eat it. That's it. Most of my phone are dead. I used to do it all day. I don't go get it, can't use that one. They just use anything for all.
Is she seriously that dense right now?
She says, "Oh, there's a difference." I'm like, no. So, Uncle Mormon deer meat, that is venison.
Our friend is out of her mind because she does not think that venison is the same as deer meat.
All right.
Language. We ain't limited yet. Give it a minute. We probably will because the F-bomb was just dropped. I don't know if you guys heard it, but I did.
I didn't hear that.
I wasn't listening.
I wasn't listening. I was just listening to you, but I didn't hear that.
Yeah, the only time that word can be used is if I'm yelling at Wayne.
Oh, that
The other night, he made me break out the F-bombs because he was sitting there with the
Wait, you
bump
pushed that button. That's why.
saying a dang thing.
Wayne knows you do good. That's why he knows you do good.
I just smile.
Oh, here we go again. Did you look at them storm clouds I sent you? I'd message Dave, but he don't answer me.
What?
Yeah, that's your friend, Wayne. We all know Grandpapa.
Grandma.
Dave's just a troublemaker, so.
Thanks for that. Gotcha.
Oh, let me guess. Duck is squirrel meat, right? And chicken must be grasshopper. Oh. It's supposed to be a Christmas goose, not the Thanksgiving duck.
What was that?
Of course, seeing all them Canadian geese today. I'm gonna have to get a goose stamp this year, so I can go geese hunting. James, stop talking about it, please, or I'm gonna have to remove your comments. All I'm gonna say is, as a channel host, people can do whatever they want. If they decide to block somebody or not block somebody, that's completely on them.
That's right.
But my stream is not for who Wayne has blocked. That's his business. It's not mine.
Right.
The only time it's my business if I'm asked to do it, being I am his head moderator.
James, how old are you?
managing moderators in here right now. So that's why I'm saying for you to drop it.
Right.
Why is he asking me that, Sasha?
He says he's blocked from your channel,
Oh,
James
he is.
and Frankie.
When was Frankie nice?
That's what I told him, because I do have managing moderators in here.
I don't remember that name. That doesn't fit the bill. I don't remember him. I know James Frankie was taken out because he's only 13 years old, and like Tasha's channel, my channel is for adults only. They're not for kids. So Frankie was removed because he's too young. He's 13 years old. He's 13 years old, and I removed him because he's only a child. And I never seen you on my channel. Let me check my channel. I'll be right back. I'll be right back, James. All right? Let me check my channel. See if you're in the block list. I don't never heard of you. I haven't heard of you before.
I never either.
So let's check on the YouTube studio here. James, huh? Let's see if I ever heard of him. I didn't even heard of him.
James Gunfield.
Let me see. What is he? Let's see. I never heard of him. Okay, let's see if anyone's in here in the block list. Stop showing that. Hmm. That guy's in here though. What is he doing in here?
Oh,
One guy in here, never even seen that one before. Never heard of that guy. He's in the block.
Never heard of you.
No, that ain't him. It's another guy that's in there.
Oh, Robert, who are you talking about? The new founder?
I have my block list named High Guy, and I never know how he got in there. Never seen him before.
I got.
He was in here tonight, weren't he, Sasha?
Who?
Tonight, High Guy says Hi Hi.
Yeah.
That's in my block list now. I don't even know how he got in there. I didn't block him.
I don't even know who that was to begin with.
I know. I'm trying to look for other things in here. James. I don't see him in here. I don't see no James in here.
That's fine, Scott.
I don't see him.
I trust
No.
all my moderators, hence why you guys got wrenches.
I don't have no James in here.
Right, Malahan.
Yeah, he is in the block list. What is
I
it?
know you do. I know all my moderators got my back, so like I said, I don't worry about it.
You're right.
If it isn't dropped, the channel can be gone. Simple as that.
Right.
Good night. Hang on a sec. I got
She doesn't even know where the hell to go to.
down there fishing.
I don't know. I don't see. I don't know about that guy. I have no idea who that is. I never heard of him.
All right. Well, just don't mention any more names. I don't care who's blocked, where, why, and how, and when.
Who cares about what they bought? Forget about it. I bought it.
I'm not saying anything about that. It's just one guy in here. I don't know how we get in here.
Which guy you talking?
That's all I'm saying. There's one guy in. It's in your channel. Is in here, blocked in the stream. I don't know why you blocked him. So I don't remember his name being mentioned in here.
I probably did. You forget I'm your head mod and you tell me to do stuff and I do it. And if there's people in there that you don't remember putting in there, it's because I put them there.
So
And
gosh,
he's in your stream right now too.
But anyways, Dave, we got soaked fishing.
Yeah.
Then we went on Rich's panel, so we had live music fishing.
Yeah.
Which was awesome. Both of them was awesome stream. Rich was up on panel with me. We were watching the storm come in, and then the thunder's just going nuts. And lightning, yeah, once it started arcing, then it was time to go because I was sitting under an umbrella.
Oh, that's good.
With my phone on a tripod. And then the rain just started coming down. And I'm surprised. I don't even know. I had to have Jamie put my phone in her pocket because she had jeans on and my shorts were soaked from sitting in my chair. Because the umbrella was, I had it more over the phone and tripod than I did myself. So the left side was like dripping all over my leg.
Yeah, she should hand her the phone and put the umbrella over you.
Change you off, blocked him again.
That's what she said when we were walking out. She's like, we should have kept the umbrella up. I'm like, yeah, with the lightning,
Oh yeah,
it wouldn't have anymore.
Hey,
Yeah,
you'd be like this. Hey, you'd be like,
we had two big
Yeah.
storms.
like that cartoon
But it
man.
was funny because I ended the stream because it started pouring, and all I could hear was the rain on the umbrella and the lightning. Went and did laundry, and then all of a sudden the sky turned bright blue, and the sun came out, and it was twice as hot as it was when we went fishing the first time.
Then you went back out and it rained again.
No, we left before it rained.
Oh, okay.
This when I got off Rich's panel, we came home and we had to fill up 5-gallon buckets out of the metal barrels for our chickens.
Oh, okay.
And then we were sitting here. I was on Wayne's panel, and all of a sudden I heard the wind and the hickory nuts were bouncing off my roof.
Uh,
So I go out and the trees are just whipping like this. So I'm like running, trying to get the chicken doors shut up. I got the big coop doors shut, get over to the smaller coop.
Yeah.
And then it started big old like quarter-sized raindrops.
you need a hail?
I'm trying to hurry up to close their door
The hail?
and get the light on for the 3 boys that'll be harvested probably October. And I came back in and I was soaked.
Hey, Tasha,
That movie.
Tasha, like that guy who's an explorer in the tent. He went up to the mountains with the tent, and all the hail came. Oh, it's stung! He'll get inside that tent. He's getting stung by all the hail that came down, big deep. Oh, that hail! Get inside the tent. Climbed inside the tent. He was safe afterwards. Oh, that hail came down fast, and man, it hit my back and my body and my head. I mean, it was whacking all body. I was laughing at him when he was doing it. I was laughing.
What's scary is driving, well, even a car.
I know,
When you got hail,
to break your windshield.
I had, this was like a little while before, I want to say it was probably May of 2014 before I broke my back. And if I was like 15 minutes later than I was, it probably would have been me that was rolled by the tornado.
Really?
FedEx got rolled by the tornado. I was on the front side getting slammed with hail. Luckily,
Hey, you look
I was
like-
almost to the truck stop. And it didn't even come over my weather band either about a tornado warning. So literally, if I was 15 minutes later leaving Rail-X when I did, the tornado probably would have been on me.
Oh, wow. Finish this up. I thought the storm chasers go right near the where the tornadoes are. They're crazy now. What do you do that?
Well, you got to realize, like with Reed Timmer and his Dominator, okay, they have big spikes, 4 spikes, 2 on the front and 2 on the back that get drove down in the ground. If they're like they went through one, that's all that's holding them is these 4 spikes that stab
Yeah,
down
this
in the
guy
ground.
do it. They'll go through with a car. Through with a car. That's stupid. I thought they were going to pick up a car there. But he says, I'll get close. I'll take us away. It's moving. Let's get out of here. He said, I was laughing at him. Then he went get storm chase. We had a car. That's all they have. They're driving down. Him and his friends looking at the tornado. And they're riding that. They wasn't there. They weren't around. Went around the area. Crazy though. I would do that. I pick you up and take you away. That's it. You're gone.
Jamie and I typically, if we're home and we're gonna get like a severe thunderstorm, we'll go out chasing it.
You go out and chase it.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Well, a week or 2 ago, we were at work and we were under tornado warning.
I saw the movie, right? And this guy was in the vehicle, and the tornado hit him up on his truck and going on the other side. This must be a call. The truck smashed. The guy said, "Oh, that hurt. I'm getting out of here." He climbed out of the truck and ran. And took off with a movie. I was watching. Spun the truck around, threw it down. The black guy climbed out. "Oh, I'm getting out of here." You know who it was? Eddie Murphy.
Oh, okay.
Eddie Murphy was in the movie. Jim Carrey was in there. And a couple other guys. I was laughing. He's in the truck and see the tornado taking him out the truck and he was going like this. He's in the truck and he was trying to steer it. And it dropped on the ground. I'm getting out of here. He said, "This is a tornado. I'm just going home for my wife and kids. I can't afford to die." He said.
So, like Jamie and I, we wanted to work or leave work,
Yeah.
go outside in a tornado warning.
Double-sided tape.
Yeah. But you're in work and you're gonna go home. You're trying to go home when a tornado won. And you're driving down the road, the tornado picks you 2 up. And that's it, you're gone. You don't read about it.
Hmm.
But take care of the house. That's crazy. Burke was in that started laughing. He started staring at stuff. Things were flinging around. He's in there. "Oh, you'll drive, get home." He's spinning around and he's falling out all over the place. He goes, "What the hell is this?" He looks out at the tornado taking him out.
Murphy don't act no more, does he?
I didn't do that much acting no more. Huh? He should make another movie. Something funny or something.
Hmm.
I do my best to keep it that way, James. Hence why this is a drama-free zone,
Mhm.
and I only take so much of it before it's squashed.
Mhm.
But no, I'm hoping. Well, Friday it's gonna be 90 degrees, so and it's not supposed to rain. But I don't know about going out on the lake fishing on Friday. That's gonna be
Better a lot of electric movies.
yeah, but I don't want to be out. I think Friday what I might do is take a ride, at least to the
Yeah.
beach of Glimmerglass and see what my service is like, and then I'll go into Cooperstown where the boat launch is and see what my signal's like there. Because if it's nice Saturday,
But you can't ever catch anything.
huh?
You ever catch anything out there?
Oh, Glimmerglass, yeah. Every time we go there, we catch a ton of fish.
All right.
We catch perch, sunfish, rock bass, bass. Now, if I had a boat, with a motor,
Yeah.
I would probably have. Good evening, Judy May. I would probably have to go get my dad's ocean fishing pole
Yeah.
out of the shed and reline it because there are big, big lake trout in that lake. But
How big are they? Real big?
they're deep.
Huh?
I've caught lake trout out of there like this.
That big? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's big.
That lake would be if I have good cell signal, I'll go out there on the rowboat, but I am not gonna fish for lake trout because I have to row and you have to go, oh my gosh, like to the middle of this lake
Yeah.
where it's super deep. Actually, let me look it up because I forget how deep it is there.
I feel
Glimmerglass Lake has an average depth of 82 feet,
wow, you
and
falling
the
in.
maximum depth is 167 feet.
Wow. So you took over your boat. You got
And it's considered one of the most beautiful lakes in New York State.
you have a deep 82 feet deep. That's deep.
Okay, you see the color of this lake?
Yeah.
That's what it's called,
That's
Glimmerglass.
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
About it.
I do have one. A couple of them. I just don't remember this guy James. That's all. I don't remember who he is.
And Glimmerglass is 9 miles long.
Oh, is it? That's long.
9 miles long.
Oh,
Hey, Miss Rebecca. Oh. Okay, what the heck did I do with it? Can you find Mr. Becca's envelope in this mess? Never mind. I got it. While you're here, I got the other sticker. I just haven't had time to open it. I got it. It's in here. Yes, I know what it's called, Mother. But it's still called Glimmerglass. So, I got Ronald's sticker, Mr. Becca's brother. And then I got Mr. Becca's other sticker. And I will, next live, they'll be up on the board. And I think eventually I'm going to have to get a new board. Because it's getting a little full. You can come up if you want to. Rich, if it happens again, just squash it. Or just squash it anyways. There's a link if you want to come up, Miss Rebecca. Oh, I know you do. That's why I'm not worried about it. That's why, you know, you have moderators and managing moderators and, you know. Yeah, I've been watching it out the corner of my eye, but I see that you're talking to him, so, or warning him or whatever.
I'm ignoring.
Wait. That's what I'm saying. If you want to chat, that's fine, then chat. But don't constantly repeat yourself like you're a freaking broken record stuck in a record player.
I know.
And look who I have.
Well, yes, and I got these awesome stickers.
My name has switched. My name has switched. Take the Duke and Black and switch them and put AND between them.
Well, then you're gonna have to send me another sticker with the right name.
Well,
then, huh?
once he gets the other ones gone, which there's 100 and something.
I was gonna get the banners from.
No, you don't do the banner.
Uh,
What do you like? Do you like that one better? It's darker. The yellow is darker, and it makes it more pop out.
Yeah, I see it's a little dark. I like them all.
Yeah.
I like all of them, but I'll get them up there later.
But yeah, my Wednesday we'll be going live. My brother and I to celebrate my
What
birthday.
time?
Just 1 p.m.
Central Time.
Central Time, 1 p.m.
I'll
So that
try
would
to
be-
tune in because guess what? I know it's your birthday because it's Bear's birthday.
Yes.
That's why you never have to worry about me ever forgetting about your birthday.
Yeah, it's going to be at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. And
All right.
there,
For me.
that's what? That would be 2 your time.
Yeah.
I wanted to do it early because of the people that I watch in the evening on Wednesdays,
Yeah, that makes sense.
you know. So that's what. Yeah, it's I'm going to be a year older.
So,
Are you subscribed to me, Tasha?
I don't know.
He had to start another YouTube channel because he did something that blocked him out of his first Gmail account. He had to start another Gmail account. So he's now starting over again. That's what. He learned his lesson not to
Use passwords
use passwords.
that you can't remember.
Well, you have to put his link in the chat.
Wait.
It's let me get on my phone real quick.
Well, because every time I like try to search for like new channels or whatever, like somebody will be like, hey, go check out this channel. If I'm not a moderator, I can't obviously go check out the channel. So when I try to find the channel, I can't find it. So then I have to get a hold of somebody and might be like, hey, put their link on the comment somewhere so I can find it.
You know, even though I'm scrolling really fast, you can see. Okay. There it is. It is it's at Ronald Davis / Duke DUKE and Black.
Ronald Duke and Black at Ronald Davis Duke and Black - Duke and Black.
And look for this icon. You'll see that icon is still the same. And he now has a banner up on his channel. On my phone, I can't see it.
What's the icon on it again?
It'll be Johnny Cash and
John Wayne.
John Wayne.
Is it coming up with that black dude, black guy again?
Yeah.
Oh man, I hate that.
But it's now switched. It's not Black Duke. It's
Do you know how to share his link?
no, I don't. I know what I can do is
Go up.
I'm going to open another tab, and I think it'll still be muted. And I'm going to go to my brother's
YouTube.
Well, I'm still scrolling. There's a lot of them.
Go to YouTube. Switch accounts. And we'll be able to type. I'll go to your channel now, which you probably haven't got. Is
No, I don't think I do.
Art. I could up.
it's easy to drop a link. Go in the
Yeah, she's got to go under his account and type art in the chat is what she's doing.
oh, okay. I got you.
Art.
It's easy that way for you.
Welcome back, Don.
Hey, John, how you doing, man?
I have them all blocked. including Crystal. Crystal. No.
There it is. I found you.
Subscribe.
I'm going to subscribe you to her. And now click on your live. Hope that it's muted. Yes, it is. So I'm in here. I'm going to, got it. Now we're going to go ahead and type.
Not recently, Judy may know.
And here we go. There he is.
Okay, there we go.
How'd I do?
All of you subscribe to me,
You got-
please.
How'd I do tonight?
You did good, Miss Rebecca. We got him. I had it
Yeah.
all one word, the last part. That's probably why it didn't come. Or the whole thing I had is one word. So that's probably why it wasn't
Yeah,
coming
it's
up.
Ronald, then space, then Duke and Black is together.
Well, we got you now, Ronald. We got you.
Good. All of you.
I
How about
imagine
you
if
guys?
your links in there, all of us will
I
get you.
subscribed to it. I gave you some. Subscribe.
Judy May Collins is
Alright.
already.
I'm over this horse shit.
This is great. Thank you guys for helping my brother get there.
Yeah. It took me a while to find my banner. I hid it somewhere in the computer and said, "Where's it at?" Ah, there it is, finally.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool. But I still got to go down to get some train videos.
And yeah, we need to take the iPad with us and go find some trains for my brother to video.
Yeah,
You know, we really need to.
trains get millions of views, especially if you can get like a cargo train that has like a bunch of graffiti on it. Those, I'm not saying like I don't expect a million views, but I've looked them up just to see like the channels and stuff, and they get super ton of views because a lot of the graffiti artwork on them containers are gorgeous.
They are.
When we go to the river, there's normally at least one guy there taking pictures and videos of all the trains that go by Amtrak, the cargo trains, the ones that actually have cars inside of them.
I have a lot of them that subscribe to me, all train videos.
Yeah,
I have,
they're like super cool.
Yeah.
So I
I
definitely
definitely-
want to get some myself.
Even I like the graffiti.
It's nice.
Yeah.
I forget where the heck I was.
But yeah, it definitely. He has always. My brother has always loved trains. Since he was a child, he's always loved them.
Yes, Rich, you're a managing moderator. Stop it.
Hi, Rich. Great to see you here.
Hey, you wanted to see my shirt that I have on?
He's got a Looney Tunes T-shirt or shirt.
Nice.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be great. We really his channel's about supporting me, but I think his channel needs to be about what he likes to do.
Yes, he can do both.
Yes, he can.
You know, you don't have to just see, everybody knows me as Art and Adventure with Mother Trucker Tasha. Because it used to be just yes, it should have, yes.
But someone spamming you.
It's just childish,
Oh.
whatever.
Okay.
Just read. I don't know how to.
Yeah, it's
It's
okay.
done and over with. It's taken care of because I was tired of seeing it. Because I'm sorry, if you're gonna come in my chat and just spam hi and hi and hi and hi and hi, then you know what? Bye bye. Well, you can try it next with the other one because I hid hi guy from the live.
Hey, Rebecca, I'm a YouTube supporter that helps channels grow. So if you want to get more subscribers, come over and visit my channel. I'll get you more followers.
Okay. I'm gonna get him, with the iPad, we'll get his first video uploaded.
You see what my mom, I'm gonna put my mom's comment up so Ronald can see it.
See? I used to build trains at a place called Super Steel for the Army. Yeah.
My mom actually used to build them.
Wow.
I didn't know that.
He likes the steam ones.
I even like
Yeah.
the diesel ones too, but I heard of one diesel one that is so big and so powerful that it could take over the job of 4 engines. But if it breaks down, then you're gonna be crawling in it.
Well, they'd probably still have to have a couple pushers with it just in case it did break down.
Yeah.
Because that's why, like, when the super long cargo ones come through, they have 2 locomotives in the front and 2 locomotives in the back because they're that long. They need that much power to move them. That's how long
Actually,
they.
I saw one before where it had 2 in the front, 2 in the middle, and 2 in the back. When it was going over a mountain, 6 engines, which just blew my mind.
Yep.
It just blew my mind when I seen that. Whoa!
Yeah. You can definitely tell that we're siblings. I think anyway.
Constant spring 20. You could give me a whole bunch of subscribers.
Do you with your screen printing, could you do tags to put on the hats?
I do hats.
No, I'm talking about a tag that could be sewn on the brim of the hat.
No, I don't embroider. I silk screen hats.
You silk screen, okay. It'd be a little hard to. What I wanted to do was have a thing to put on the hat of my logo. Of my logo. Where would I go to get those made?
You can make them yourself.
How?
It's like if you have a printer.
Yeah, but it's black and white only.
It's black and white only. And it would have to be a cloth of some kind.
They got iron-on for those kind of things. You can get iron-on patches for the hats that'll peel on and then peel the plastic off.
I haven't really looked into it.
The one guy told me one place that you can. One guy was telling me what was that guy's name? I think what's the name of that place? If I can look up for a minute. Let me look up.
I know I seen some on Amazon that I could send them my my logo.
You do that.
Where they can print it, embroidering it.
Hmm. I'm trying to look for that website I have on here. I didn't deal with them yet, but they'll make the thing for you. You can put it on your hat yourself, but if you have a household iron, something.
I don't know if they would stay on the yarn. I used to have these things that were I could sew on there that were like kind of like a ribbon, not really a ribbon, that you could write on them. Even though I was using a cloth type pen, the people that I'd sent them to and they washed them, it didn't stay on.
Oh,
You know, the when I signed, you know, when I wrote on them, it didn't stay on. You know, so I was trying to figure out where I can send them my logo and have them screen print it or whatever on that label that I could put on the hats.
let me show you something. I got something you might want to check out.
Okay.
This place makes those kind of transfers. I just put it in Josh's chat. Come up there. They make those kind of things for the hats or the transfers.
I'm going to have to go over to YouTube side to
PC World, they call them. So that's one of the.
I'm going to pop out the
Hey Tasha, he's in your
YouTube
stream.
chat.
Frank,
I
Frank
took
is-
care of it. I took care of it.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Okay, go back to here. Click there. Someone had taught me how to pop out chat. Now finding it.
There it is. Where is it? That customers.
It's put in by custom, so I'm looking for it.
Custom spring printing.
That's not,
Is it the custom spring?
PC World, it's called. It's called PC World. It's in there, PCWorld.com, PW Custom. It's a
okay.
custom area where they make all kinds of certain transfers. And they make
There, I see it.
See it?
There's custom screen printing.
There it is right there. See it on the YouTube side, it says PC World /PW Custom. That's them. They make all kinds of neat transfers and t-shirt.
Okay, I got it. I got it now.
They make all kinds of stuff. They also make them for you can iron them on yourself. That way you can save yourself some money.
Put my email address in.
Okay.
Put in my
They also have
email.
a phone number, you can call them.
Okay. Okay. That'll
The phone
work.
number. It's in our history.
Yes, it
If
is.
you look all the way on the bottom, you'll see a phone number showing the hours of operation. All the way at the bottom of their website.
Okay. There it is. Get this written down. There we go. Got it. There we go. Thank you.
Yeah.
I was thinking about talking to some different places here in Columbia, and I was like, I bet they're going to be expensive.
They'll make the iron-ons for you, a sheet of them, and you can do them yourself.
I don't know how that's going to work on yarn.
They got them for that. Everything I can even print on yarn hats too, but there are a lot of different kind of inks they can use. They have I don't know. An iron is different. It just it'll sit down on it. If it's heated, it'll stick onto the yarn. It won't come off.
Okay.
But it'll be very touchy stuff. You want something to lay on top of it. Heat up
Yes.
and stick to it.
Okay, Ronald. It'll be in our history. I got the number.
You could learn how to embroider yourself too. You can learn how to do that yourself too.
Well, I could. The thing is that I have it back there. You know, those pad things that I picked up from
Michael,
Michael.
what do you want to put on the hat? What exactly you want to put on the hat?
No, it's basically the ones that I was thinking of doing is I'll show it with this Post-it note, is where you would have a thing that would be on my logo, would be on one side, and it would fold where you could, let's see, I can show you. Is where it'd be sewn on the inside and the outside both. So it'd be a cloth
Oh, okay.
that would do this. And you could stitch it on the hat.
Oh, I see what you're talking about.
That's what I was thinking of, is having it that way. You know, one person was going to try to do leather, and then they haven't messaged me back. You know, so I was thinking of some kind of.
You can print it on canvas, like some
Yes.
kind of a T-shirt or something. Get an old T-shirt and just print the logos on, and then sew them on the hats.
And throw them on the hats and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll
That's kind of what my thought was, just just
just
like
cut a
canvas.
T-shirt up. Like you can get a T-shirt, right? A colorful T-shirt. And what kind of ink you were talking about putting your name, how you want it printed. You can do it on an old T-shirt and print it on an old T-shirt, and then cut it out and sew it on the hats. If you thinking about you want to do it that way, it could be done. You know,
Probably could.
that's one way to get around it.
And all it's got to be is that first logo, or
Yeah.
I don't know if I would probably change that Missouri, that Missouri thing, and just put, with the yarn heart and that on that label.
Print it right on the old T-shirt and then put a line of them on one shirt. Just line them up. Make a whole sheet on one screen and just go printing right over them. Put it on an old T-shirt and then send the T-shirt to you. You can cut it up yourself and sew them on the hats. You can do it that way. That can be done like that.
That's hard to believe that dog has the same birthday as me.
Yep.
That's the only way you can get around it.
He got bigger than I thought he was going to get.
Yeah.
I'll
He's
try
a lot
to
bigger than little baby was.
Hitachi.
But
Yeah, I'm gonna leave now. See you later. Right?
all right, Dave.
All right.
Thanks for coming up.
Bye.
Just send me your logo, Rebecca, and see if I can do something for you. Just send me your logo in my email. If you don't got my email, you can get it off my phone. You can use an old T-shirt and just print a bunch of logos on an old shirt and just cut the shirt up and sew them on your hats.
And just basically sew them on that brim,
Right.
Figuring out what I can do,
That's the only
because
way- that's the only way you get
everybody,
you want your logo like that. That's what you can do. Is print around an old T-shirt, like a white shirt or, orange shirt or something bright color, and put it in a navy blue, baby navy blue, be a navy blue, a gray shirt,
What do you think my brother and I drink?
water.
Water.
I drink so much water at work, I don't know how I don't float away.
This is one of those Brita bottles.
Someone gave me that water before, man, and that was boxed. It was out of the sink. It was a filtered water. Oh man, that was horrible. She come out with a bottle of spring water, gave it to me.
Yeah.
And I went down the street and I poured it down the sewer. Oh, that horrible. That water almost made me barf. It tasted awful.
I have a 40-ounce water bottle that'll hold ice for 72 hours.
Wow.
And I drink 3 of those at work.
Hmm.
And then
Well,
normally I bring home the 4th one.
You're definitely getting enough water in you.
That's why I had to carry water with me from now on the road. I never drank another bottle of water from her again. I bring some Poland Springs with me. Or I bring a Gatorade with me, either one.
Here comes the kitty cat. You want to see the kitty cat?
Calico cat, huh?
This is Miss Gigi.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if she's going to go over to you. Ouch.
Hmm.
I call her Fluffy Butt.
I had a cat by that name, Fluffy, before. The yellow, orange calico cat. When I was a young kid, I had a small cat.
Don't make her mad, brother.
Yeah, she'll get you with those murder mittens.
Yes, she
like
will.
we call
Here's my buddy.
them. Now, what do you want?
I don't believe in declawing my cats.
It's against the law here.
Wow.
They made me do it when I was in Marshall for the housing authority, and I didn't like that. I'd much rather have the cat have its claws, because when they don't have their claws, they bite you.
No,
Well, the main reason it's
Oh yeah,
illegal
because
in
they
New
don't
York
have that.
State.
They don't have that defense.
Yeah, they
Why
bite.
they made it illegal here is because what happens is people declaw their cats, and then they get tired of having the cat and they just let it out. Now my cat Boots that I used to have, he was declawed. And the main reason why I got him declawed, this was back in 96, is because I married an older man who had grandkids. And they used to constantly antagonize him. And he'd slap him in the face. And I kept telling him to leave the cat alone, leave the cat alone. Then their father'd have a fit because I was yelling at him. So I got him declawed because I was afraid that with them antagonizing him, that he would catch them in the eye.
Well,
And, cats' feet are dirty. And I was always worried about the cat getting them in the actual eyeball and getting a nail in there, and then the kid having to have his eye removed. But let me tell you, that cat, we had a big tomcat, and even though he was declawed, he made that tomcat run as fast as the freaking wind blows.
I have these,
Oh yeah.
for clipping the cat's toenails. I started training her when she was a kitten to be used to it. And she lets me do it. I don't even have to have him hold her to do her front and back. BB is a different subject. My black cat is. So yeah, him, you have to, as they call it, burrito him to do it. But yeah, I'm able to do that with her because I trained her as a kitten, you know, to be okay with handling her paws. But my brother and I need to get off here and go to bed. Got some things I got to do tomorrow. So you guys have a great night.
You
You
too.
too, Miss
I'll
Rebecca.
talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Right. What a day.
You think? I know I'm gonna sleep like a baby.
Mm.
All the fresh air we got today.
Mm. I wanted to coat those screens, but I got the screens already coated with that emulsion. They call it the greaser. When you
Yeah.
degrease that screen, you can wash it out when you're done printing them. But this night ain't my favorite night tonight, I'm telling you. My stomach's been doing flip flops all day long. I don't know why.
Mm.
Just one of those nights. I don't know what the heck's going on.
Could be the weather. Good night, Mom.
Good night, Mother Hen.
Yeah, I enjoyed it too, Rich. I really did. Today was awesome.
It's fun
Between
getting
both
out.
their wives.
It's fun getting out fishing though, if you like doing it. That dog keeps licking you. You know that? What is he doing that for?
I don't know. He likes to lick my arm. Then he's got to be at my ear.
Doing it here. That dog is crazy. What's the matter with you?
He does the same thing when we go to bed. He'll lick my arm. Then he's got to sniff my ear. Then he's got to stand up and see where Remy is. And then if the cat comes up, he's got to bark at her.
Oh my gosh! What?
And then he'll finally lay back down.
Yeah. Huh.
And don't worry, when you were singing Backspin It, so was I. On the way home. You know.
What's the best weather for a fish to come out? When it's hot out?
It depends. Now, if we go a while with no rain, then typically the fish bite better for here. Because what happens is the rain stirs up the water, which in turn stirs up the little, I don't know what the heck, I call them trout bugs, but they're about like this long, and they kind of look almost like a fly, but they live in the water. So, and it just depends on where it is, because like Glimmerglass, most of where you're fishing is all sun. So, I mean, when I was with my ex-husband, the second ex-husband, We went over there probably like 4 times, and
Mm.
we always came back with fish because I'd keep them all. So long as the bluegill and like the rock bass were as big as my hand or bigger, I would keep them.
Mm.
Like the one day we had to have caught over 100 fish, but I didn't bring all of them home. My son and I both caught 2 big bass, which I filleted for his stepmother because she loves bass, so I filleted them out for her. And then we caught a bunch of perch that were like this long,
Oh, wow.
and a bunch of sunfish and a bunch of rock bass, which rock bass is bony like a sunfish is. Like I said, typically I'll skin them and then I'll bread them and then I deep fry them.
Oh.
Because I don't like scaling fish. It's just time consuming and then you end up covered in fish scales.
It's hard to get the
Like,
bones out, ain't it?
they say that you're supposed to like, I've seen people do the same thing to trout. Like take a knife and go against the skin. I don't.
Hmm.
I leave the skin on, you know, throw them in the fry pan with some butter and garlic.
Hmm.
And then once the skin starts lifting, they're done.
How about taking the bones out? Are they easy taking them out?
Yeah, for the most part. Trout are really easy. And if you with them skinned, yeah. Because when they're deep fried, it's crispy. So when you slide your fork down like this, the meat just comes right off the bones.
Hmm.
I mean, you might end up with a bone here and there, but 90% of them you don't get.
Hmm.
And Rich, I listened to iHeartRadio. It was ironic because I always listen to Pandora. And today I'm like, you know what? I'm going to put on iHeartRadio. And I put your channel on, your station. And the first thing that came on was Itching to Go Fishing.
I'll be right back. All right.
All right, Wayne. So I was jamming out to that on the way to the doctor. And then it played, then there's like a bunch of older music, which I know most of that stuff. But it was pretty cool that it came, that was like the first thing that popped up. I mean, I don't pay for Spotify or iHeartRadio to get like like your exclusive. When I want to listen to just you, I run my playlist. You are a weird one, Remy. But yeah, I loved being up on your panel and having you play the guitar while we were fishing. That was awesome. It was just hard because it was so glared on my phone. You know, I couldn't, see the chat to like interact with everybody. But Jamie and I both had an amazing day between both lives and just relaxed fishing. Now, how far is the water down where you guys go fishing off that bridge? Good night, Judy May. God bless. Sweet dreams. Yes, we did. And you're welcome. And thank you. I just wish we could have caught more fish, and I was upset that the walleye pond was so low. To get out past the weeds, we'd have had to probably put on a huge sinker to cast out in the middle of that pond to get past the weeds. Wow, that's a long walk. Speaking of walking, I wonder how far we walked today. Well, with all the walking Jamie and I did, we did 2.64 miles. Well, welcome back, Wayne. But all right, guys, I think I'm going to shut her down so Jamie can get some sleep because she goes to work before I do.
Okay, so I'll
And
see
I'm
you.
gonna be up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Good night. Have a good night.
Good night. You too, Wayne. Thank you all for coming in and hanging out. I always enjoy the lives when everybody comes in. Definitely makes the night a lot of fun. Easy to talk to everybody. But I love y'all. And we will catch you hopefully Friday night because scheduled off or I'd be working. But all right, good night. Much love. God bless. And we'll catch you on the next one.